Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the FA Cup. As you watch along there, guess it is. Third round draw coming up in about 5 minutes. Nice to see you already in the comments. Let us know that the sound all right. Everything's going well. Just me tonight. Is Keg is out at work still. Poor old bloke working this late on a Monday night. I mean, I've just finished. I was going to be a week late. Took a little holiday. So let us know if we're live. Everything is okay, mate. Shout out, Connor. Thanks for that. Reese, so, like I say, we're about 5 minutes away from the FA Cup third round draw. We're obviously here for Newcastle United, of course, but we'll be going through each draw as it's done on the night. Still get excited, me, about the FA Cup, bit old school. I even like the non-league teams. I mean, I've got it on in the background here, and we've got Canvey Island v Boreham Wood, which is live tonight on BT. Right after the draw, so that's an interesting game. You've obviously got two non-league teams there. There's a couple that let us know in the comments who you would like to get in the FA Cup in the third round. For me, anyone but a Premier League side. I fucking hate drawing Premier League sides in the FA Cup. You play them enough, and it's typical that you end up getting Arsenal at home in the third round. It used to happen all the time when we used to get Chelsea or, I don't want a Premier League side. We've been lucky. Brucey has been lucky in cup draws, hasn't he? Super lucky. Not just in games, but in the cups. Last season when we got so far at the quarter-final, as soon as we drew a Premier League side there, we got pumped by Man City, really. Totally bottled it. Can it be different this year? He's obviously doing well in the Carabao Cup as well this year, the League Cup. He is quarter-final stage. Brentford, next month, 22nd of December, the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. So looking forward to that one. Brentford are flying in the league. They want Ivan Toney banging them in. He's going to be out to prove a point. But, hopefully they're concentrating on promotion, and that's what will take their toll. We'll get through the semi-finals of a cup competition for, God knows when. Was it 04 the FA Cup or 99 when we got the final? Years and years until we did that. So it starts in about 4 minutes, apparently, 7:10. So stay tuned. Callum Lewis, how we doing, mate? Chorley FC would be absolutely lovely. We would love a bit of non-league action. Although the likes of Chorley would give it their all. Like, they would absolutely love to come to St James's Park or host us and cause the upset and be the attention of the cup. They were the attention this weekend. All eyes on them getting through. Imagine how much they would thrive on a giant killing if they did come up to Newcastle or we went down to Chorley and, they could get one over on us. Like, it'd be so much money into them, be so much attention, which would be good for them, obviously, but really shit for us. So let's hope they just do it over another Premier League club. Because the best thing to do in an FA Cup, I think, is if you draw like a League One team somewhere in the middle. Championship can be tricky. We've seen that with Blackburn in the third round of the Carabao Cup this year. We just squeezed through that thanks to Ryan Fraser, 1-0. So when you're playing such an underdog, a non-league side, they're going to give it their all. It's going to be the game of their lives. It's going to be some of the players' best days in their career. So they're going to be able to prove a point. So it's tricky if you do get someone who's really, really shit non-league side, because they'll give it their all. And the players won't know what's hit them. I mean, the likes of Joe Little turn up with Chorley. Well, to be fair, be there back in the favelas, back in Rio. So might be all right. But some players shit the pants. The facilities will be horrible, everything. So we'll see how they get on. So like I say, League One would be perfect. There's one team in League One though that aren't in tonight's draw. Can't quite remember. Sunderland, of course. Yes. The Macnams, just sacked Parkinson, the manager. They're not in the ball. Robbie Savage is about to get the draw away in a couple of minutes. He's got his hand amongst the balls, feeling these balls there in the bag. Oh, must be about 3 minutes time. Couple of minutes, taking that of it, and then we're back. So stay tuned. The FA Cup third round draw live. 3 minutes away. As I was saying, no chance of a derby in terms of getting the Macnams. They haven't progressed to the third round of the FA Cup. Borough's in there. We could always get Borough. Neil Warnock's Borough. Played them in pre-season, didn't we? That didn't go too well. Less said about that, the better. But it would be. I would like to see like a little derby like that, like a local thing. Obviously, Sunderland would be perfect. It's not possible. They're not even in the hat. So for me, like I say, it's someone. I'd have to see the teams again, the entire draw. And I'll pick someone who I would want, but I'd say League One, League Two. I think, like Cam said, that surely it could be tricky because it'll be the biggest. Robbie Savage, unfortunately, the bloke who was saying Brucey's doing a good job like the rest of them. Robbie Savage is on the ball tonight, so he's probably going to stitch right off with Man United away. My bet is Arsenal. I'm going to say it now. I think we're going to get Arsenal. Don't know why. Don't know why. Just the first thing that keep my head. Hopefully, Arsenal, that's their trophy, though, at the FA Cup. That's all Arsenal ever do for the past 10, 15 years. They've done now but win the FA Cup, which isn't a bad thing. But if you ask Arsenal fans, you ask troops and that, they cannot stand it. Because obviously they've been missing out on Champions League, they've been missing out on challenging for the league. They got beat again last night, didn't they, against Wolves. So they're in a really bad spot, but who knows? Like you see his eye, Derby, Wayne Rooney. Jake also thinks Derby. Have I missed something? Yeah. I will be turning these off when the draw comes on, the comments, because I'm not having any spoilers. I think that happened once when I did this last season. No spoilers. I'll be turning them off. Not for yous. Yous can still talk, and I'll look at it afterwards, but I don't want to be looking at this and see who Newcastle have got before, because it's always behind, isn't it? On the tally. Joey Barton's Fleetwood. That's a good shout. A Hartlepool in it. Oh, I love a bit of Hartlepool. Like, I love a bit of Hartlepool. Bear with me 1 minute. Hartlepool will be class. Oh, just forget about that. Hartlepool will be on me. I'll be all for a bit of Hartlepool action, like. We've got lucky so far in the Carabao Cup, so long may continue these cup competitions for Brucey. It's the best joy I've had, really, out of Brucey's reign is the FA Cup last year, where we got lucky, to be fair, let's be honest. There was a really few close calls there with Rochdale and especially Oxford when it took till extra time and a bit of St. Maximin magic. So Morecambe, I'll have a bit of that. Oh, there's Blackpool on there. See, that would be mint for an away day if we could go to Blackpool. No away days for a while, obviously, by the looks of it. Now, I know the overdrawn away team like Brentford. I think this is well unfair. Obviously, we played Brentford in the Carabao Cup quarter-final to get to the semi-final on the 22nd of December, and they're going to have a couple of thousand fans there, what them being in London, so that could really push them on. There's 100 people watching this right now. Please like this video. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Nick Seabright knows the score and he's a member. Thanks very much for that, mate. No Premiership teams. That's all I want. All I want is no Premiership teams. 9th of January is the third round date. Ladies and gentlemen, 9th of January is when we'll be playing, so not that far away. Was it December tomorrow, I think, isn't it? So it'll be before we know it. Just not Rochdale again. Rochdale away was a tricky one. I really enjoyed that day, to be honest, though, especially first off. But the ground was class. Like, that's what I like. See, without being able to go to away days, but Rochdale's ground was mint. It was like there was a wicked chippy right outside of it. It was so old school, so old fashioned. I loved it, me. Like, we on number 27, I think, or number 29. I could double. I forgot all that. We're 20 something anyway. Well, we'll get to it in a minute. Don't worry. The draw is about to start. It is about to start. Here we go. Well, I'm saying 29, so maybe 29. Preston North End. I was there for pre-season last year. Brucey's first pre-season, the start of the Brucey reign, and it was lifted. I remember Almiron, Mr. Pelney, got pumped that day. Don't worry, mate. Graham Johnson, I'm here. I'm here for you. All right, I've got your back, mate. If you haven't got Sky or it's not working, yeah, man of the people, people's champ is here to talk me through it. Yeah, not just Newcastle. Like I say, we'll go through everyone as they come along. Pray for Marine or Chorley. It'll be interesting. But I'm telling you, those teams that thrive on any Premier League team is a giant killer, so it would be difficult. I was just watching the Fulham Leicester game before. I turned it on 5 minutes before half time. Seen Fulham were 2-0 up. I couldn't believe it. People saying Leicester might be one outsider for the league. Well, we're going to be 2-0 Fulham last time I was watching it. He has some important numbers for you on the balls. Number 2, Arsenal, the holders. Chelsea are 12, Liverpool are 21, City are 23, Man United are 24, Tottenham currently top of the league are 39, Stockport County are 49, Chorley 53, Marine 58, and Canvey Island of Boreham Wood, who are playing after this draw, are 60, ball number 60. So like I say, ones to look out for there: Chorley, non-league, 53, Marine, non-league, 58, Stockport County. I have a bit of Stockport County, we made a bit of Stockport County, number 49. And those are the important ones according to this. Well, here we go. Robbie Savage is getting his balls out. The draw is about to be underway. I was going to say, obviously, on a home draw, doesn't really matter yet because we're in tier 3. But you know, if the tier's changed, then obviously we could be welcome back, but mainly so we don't go away and play a team who's got fans because it's unfair, isn't it? Like Brentford in the quarterfinals of the Carabao, they're allowed a couple thousand fans. Right, I'm getting rid of your comments. These are still there, don't worry. But I can't say it's just in case Newcastle comes out and you're ahead of me on this stream. Huddersfield Town are the first team out, and they've drawn Plymouth Argyle. Nobody cares about that. Swiftly moving on, please, Savage. I'll come back to this chat though. Keep your chats coming in. I'll come back to them once we know who Newcastle are playing, and then we'll go live and go through everyone else. I just don't want you to spoil Newcastle for me. I want it to be a surprise. Best reaction. Southampton at home to Shrewsbury. Oh, they've got Shrewsbury. Stockport County. But our numbers are on the screen. They don't even care about it. We are 20 something. I think it's 27. Chorley. We're at home. Oh, this would be interesting. This will be very interesting. This is the one that everyone wants. Who they're going to get? I hope it's Man United or something. Derby. Oh, they'll be gutted with that. They'll be gutted with that, Will Chorley. Derby County. They'll be gutted with that. Like, Chorley getting Derby. They would have been hoping for a Premier League team. Marine. Number 58, Marine. Here's another one. Oh, wait, give Marine away. Okay, where's Marine? Let us know. I haven't got a clue. We'll go to the Marines. Oh, we're going to the Marines. Big pressure on Robbie Savage to deliver a decent draw here because the first 3 have been dead. Chorley got Derby. Can Marine get a Premier League team? 39. Tottenham. Woo! That's a bit tasty. That's a little bit tasty, that one. Marine versus Tottenham. They'll be buzzing with that Marine. Like, what a draw for them. To welcome top of the table, Tottenham to Marine, wherever Marine is. Big day out for them, though. Jose. Wolves. Wouldn't want Wolves, like. Wolves away. I mean, you guys got a point there a couple of weeks ago, but just don't want a Premier League team. It's not us. It's number 14. Crystal Palace. It is a Premier League draw, that though. Wolves versus Palace. Stockport County at home. I think this could be Newcastle. My picks with Stockport and Arsenal. So, are we going to be away to Stockport? Still a way to go, isn't there? Loads of teams in the 3rd round. Not Sunderland, though. 42, that's not us. West Ham. Good draw. Stockport, that's a decent draw. 64. Oldham Athletic. Bournemouth away to Oldham. Oh, I don't like this. All the big boys are still here. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. 24. That's Man United. Please not Man United. Please no. We'll never do well at Old Trafford, do it. Fuck off, Robbie Savage. He stitches up here. That's alright. Number 40. Watford. Watford doing well in the Championship. Unbeaten in the last 5. 45. Stevenage. Remember we played Stevenage a few years ago in the beat with. Do not want a bit of Stevenage. 38. Swansea. Stevenage and Swansea. Swansea and Stevenage. Quickly move on. Nobody gives a shit. 16. That's going to be Premier League. Everton. Who were high flying at the start of the league. They petered off the last couple of weeks. Like, still really wouldn't want to go to Everton, would you? Speaking as a Newcastle fan here, if you're watching and I'm not, you don't know. It's not us. Rotherham. Nice draw for Everton. That nice draw for Carlo. 29 is that us? Oh, Nottingham Forest. Whoever said we're 29 in the chat, you were wrong. I think we're 27. I'm sure we're 27. Forest. 11. Oh, why is all the big teams still there? Cardiff. Cardiff away to Nottingham. The big teams are still there. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle. I'm starting to get nervous here. I don't know why. Arsenal. Here we go. I said you can go back to this coming in. Arsenal away. That's exactly what I said. So here we go. Arsenal are drawn out at home. It fucking is as well. Oh my God, why didn't I have a bet on that? It's Arsenal v Newcastle. If you think I'm bullshitting, this is live. I'll turn it around. It wasn't set up. Go back to the start of the video. I said we would get Arsenal away. What were the odds on that? The amount of teams that are in this fucking draw. And I said it would be Arsenal. I said it would be Arsenal away. Fuck. Can you bet on the FA Cup? Someone please tell us no, because I would have been got decent odds there for Arsenal in the FA Cup. That was my pick. That was my pick. I said we'd get Arsenal. Oh my days, that's weird. That like go back to the start of this video. I was talking about Arsenal. I was talking about how it's their trophy all the time. Fucking bollocks, man. Absolute shit. That. Oh, Newcastle are drawn away to Arsenal at the Emirates. The FA Cup holders. It's Arsenal's trophy, and they always win the FA Cup. Like I said in the video earlier on, that's all they ever do for the last 10 years or so, 15 years. All they've done is win the FA Cup. They struggle to get in the Champions League. They're nowhere near challenging for the Premier League. FA Cup's their trophy. We've got the champions. I mean, Arsenal in the Cup. I mean, right now, that doesn't look as bad as it could because of how bad Arsenal are doing. They've lost the last few games at home in a row against like Villa, Leicester, Wolves. Watching AFTV last night, the reaction to the defeat, they were all kicking off. You know, there's talk of wanting Arteta out already. Well, nearly a year in, and you can see why, because they're playing so bad, they're not getting results. There's loads of discontent amongst the Arsenal fans again. They're unhappy. Obviously, I'll get Robbie on a preview when it comes close at the time and that, but they'll just turn up in the FA Cup one, and they've got a month till then. They could have a new manager by then. Please, no. I hope they don't sack Arteta, because then that'll give the new manager, boost the new manager kick. And as I said, it would draw someone in a lower tier. They'll have fans. Arsenal will have fans for that game. As it stands, Arsenal would have fans, a couple of thousand at least, in the Emirates. Not that they probably need them to cheer them on against us. Oh, I can't believe that. The money I've lost, not putting that on if you can, I'll be devastated. Right, we're going to check your comments now. I'm going to put it along the bottom as well, so you know who we got was Arsenal. I should have had this ready, to be fair. I should have just had it ready. This is for the weekend. Can I edit that? Oh, no, we'll leave it off. We'll leave it off. I'll do it now. Get the chats coming in. Get the chats coming in. We'll have a bit of crack in a minute once I sort this out. Just putting it along the bottom for everyone that's tuning in. Just so they know, so we're not getting questions. There it is. Arsenal versus Newcastle. NUFC announced it was against Barnsley. What? Well, it's not, is it? They said Arsenal? It's definitely Arsenal. It just sums up Newcastle, doesn't it? When the admin team can't even get it right. Like he says, we always lose the Gunners. I love going to Arsenal for the away day. It's close to King's Cross. It's always good cracking up with the FTV lot and in and around there. It's a nice stadium. The results always shit. Even the performance is always shit. There's never any hope. We went there the last couple of years when Arsenal haven't been great. We've just let them walk all over and eventually win. Just especially in the FA Cup, I do not fancy it at all. Nick does though. Probably because of how poor Arsenal are playing. You know, Arsenal are playing really, really bad at the minute. Robbie said last night on AFTV, the worst he's ever seen them. This is the worst Robbie's ever seen Arsenal, he was saying last night. So there's that to cling on to. But what I look at is obviously Arsenal in the FA Cup form and everything seems to go out the window. You know, they play Man City in the final, play whoever in the final. They always bag it. They always win it. Some of you are a bit more optimistic. That's not too bad. I mean, is it not? Because they're the holders. The only worst teams for me there is the obvious ones: Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. I think that's one of the worst draws we could have got there, Arsenal, especially away from home. I'm with you on that one. Like, we may as well forfeit this shit now. Concentrate on getting to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We're 2 games away from we're 1 game away from a final if we beat Brentford. Just coming up there on the screen there, actually, Brentford are at home too. Crawley got Leeds as well. Brentford got Middlesbrough. Local team. Get Brucey Ball to beat Arteta out. Well, everyone's calling Arteta the Spanish Tony Pulis at the minute on. He's getting loads of stick. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. He's got net. The thing is, though, right? Brucey's been in management for how long? 40 years. you know, and Arteta's been in the game as a manager less than 1 year. Guess who's already got the FA Cup trophy? Guess who's already got an FA Cup medal? Arteta, obviously. Brucey's got absolutely nout with a playoff final win. Just missed out on Calvin Island. That would have been sick. Corruption. That's what would be Arsenal. We're out. Robbie Savage on the rig. Robbie Savage stitching off because he hates Newcastle. He hates Newcastle. They are shit at the minute. Arsenal are shit at the minute, but it's a month. It's 5 weeks away, actually, till January the 9th. Their form could easily change by then. The manager could even change by then. The window will be open. They might sign somebody by then. We won't. They might sign somebody by then. You know what I mean? They could be having new players play against us that day. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Hey, Naz, see, check the toast. He was checking it out from the beginning. I said Arsenal away. Absolutely mental, that. And, obviously didn't have a bet on it. Fucking gutted about that, like. Mystic Matty's here. That's why he's tuning in. I got it right. Oh, yeah, I got left that, like. Could have had a bit of money for a change there. Marine was near Liverpool, but I wish we were going to Marine instead of the Emirates. There we go. Didn't worry, everyone. Joey's in a turn up, man. Joey's out here doing bits. 4-4-2 against Arsenal. They won't know what's hit them. That's the thing that winds me up, though, because I know, and we know, that Brucey forfeits games against the top four, against the top six. He'll do it at Arsenal. We'll go to Arsenal. We'll show them way too much respect. We'll put 5 at the back, and Arsenal will eventually score 1 or 2, and we'll be out the cup. That is exactly what's going to happen. I've just predicted that we're going to get Arsenal a draw. I'll definitely be putting money on that, because that's the thing. Brucey always forfeits the games against the big boys. In the cup, though, fair play, we've played strong sides. We progressed far last year, but then as soon as we played Man City, we obviously totally bottled it. Just going through your comments now, keep them coming in. Tag True Jordan, that mate. I would love to do that. I'd love to do that. Make sure you send him a message, tag him in a tweet or something. I'll retweet it. Get one there. That'll do me wonders. Get the subscribers up. Nah, True Joy's a legend though. His stuff's class as well still. Predictive text type. So we'll just run through the draw with you here. They've got the phone up on the screen now, just the important ones. You got Chorley, who a lot of you were seeing in the chat pre-game as who you wanted to get. They've got Derby at home. Marine have got Tottenham at home, which has got to be the biggest draw that I've seen so far. I haven't even seen the ones past Newcastle because I've just whinged about getting it right and not having money on it since it happened. You've got Chorley against Derby, Marine against Tottenham, Stockport against West Ham. You've got Arsenal v Newcastle, Barnsley Tranmere, Carnaby Island or Boreham Wood against Millwall, Crawley against Leeds. The draw's a bit dead, to be fair. I think we may be on telly there, how bad that is. There's not many big boys against the little teams, really. Even Carnaby Island and Boreham Wood will be good. They got Millwall. They would have wanted a Premier League team. Although they've got to look at it, if Carnaby Island or Boreham beat them, 4th round, more money, get a bigger side then. Middlesbrough away to Brentford, Aston Villa v Liverpool, QPR Fulham, Man City v Birmingham City, Luton v Reading, Chelsea Morecambe. We put 7 past Morecambe, so God knows how many Chelsea are going to put past them. Newport versus Brighton. Obviously, we beat Newport as well in the Carabao Cup, so there is some of that games down there. Shock, massive shock that Man City and Chelsea got really easy home ties. Corruption at its finest. Thank you, Robbie Savage. Get off your TV screen, you flat brick. Right, I'm putting the Leicester game back on here now. But look at that. The big teams get nice, easy home draws again. And we get fucking Arsenal away. Or will Arsenal think we've got an easy home draw? Be interesting. I'm going to give Robbie and that a ring after this. See what he thinks of it. He'll probably be pleased, but he's not pleased at the minute because he said it's the worst he's ever saw. The Leicester game's finished. He says it's the worst he's ever saw Arsenal in his entire life, Robbie was saying. So if we're playing them next week, I think he'd be down about it, but a lot can change. In a month's time, 5 weeks' time, January 9th, that weekend starting is when we will go to the Emirates against Arsenal in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. That's a good point. Even if we do get past Arsenal, we'll probably get Man City or Chelsea or Man United. Last year was very kind to Brucey. The cup draws, couldn't ask for much more, could he? This year, very, very different. Arsenal away first game. Last year he didn't get an out, but League One sides away, and we even struggled then. I mean, I was at Rochdale away. We needed a replay against them. I remember Oxford, how bad that was at home. I think the attention does have to turn to the Carabao Cup. It should do anyways, because we're already in the quarters. We're 2 games away from a final. We're 1 game away from a semi-final. We'll beat a championship side. It's not too much to ask. I know they were doing well in the championship, and at Brentford, they're playing better football than us. They're an attacking, exciting side. But I hope they really keep on winning up until we play them in 3 weeks' time, so they can focus on the league. Because if Brentford are still up there, their attention will turn to that. They'll think we want to be in the Premier League more than we want to get to a final of the Carabao Cup. So we've got to definitely focus on the League Cup. Let's hope we've got a good squad ready for January, because we're going to need it. I mean, we've got games coming thick and fast soon. It's not long until we'll start playing on the weekend, and then we've got a Wednesday trip to Leeds, and then you've got a couple of games over Christmas. I think Boxing Day we've got Man City, Liverpool just after that, or the other way around. So those are write-offs, immediate write-offs. So got an Arsenal fan in the chat yesterday, saying we're awful, you can beat us. Please, I hope so. I hope you're right. But we're more awful, I think, so don't worry about that. If Arsenal get worse, though, will Arteta still be there? We didn't want the new manager coming in, and then that new manager bounce that everyone always gets. Ivan Antonio is gonna, at least 20 quid on him to score against us, seriously, because it's bound to happen. I hope he gets injured. Not for long, I wouldn't mind seeing Brentford come up, really. They deserved to last year, playing good football, but get Tony 2-week injury or something, just so he cannot play, because obviously they sold Berahima, whatever he's called, West Ham, Watkins before that to Villa, so let's hope Tony's out, and that'll eliminate a lot of their threat. I was going to say arrest him, because they'll take the league seriously, but they definitely won't arrest him. Boxing Day is Man City. How many points do you expect in the next few weeks? Turn my attention to the Premier League. Villa on Friday night. I'm going to go 1 point out of that. I'm going to go for a draw. Who we got after that? Is it West Brom at home? West Brom or Fulham? West Brom, I think, innit? 3 points in that. So 4 points. And then I think we'll go to Leeds. I think we'll get beat off Leeds. Maybe another draw there. We might take out in the next couple of weeks, actually. I'll say we'll get a draw against Leeds. There's 5 points. And then I can't remember what we've got after that. But like I said before, we've got City and Liverpool over Christmas. So these are the games coming up against the likes of Fulham, West Brom, Leeds, Villa. We need to pick up points, because when it comes to that end of December, January, it gets real stinky. It's going to get real stinky. There's no chance of us getting wins against them top teams. But I think obviously West Brom's a must-win game. Got to get through one of the worst teams in the league, clearly. I mean, they got to win the other day against Sheffield United. I've seen them, they've been a bit unlucky a couple of times. I remember against Spurs, they conceded late on, but I've still got to beat West Brom, like. Can't lose to Leeds. To be fair though, Leeds are really, really good. Like, beat Everton the other day, didn't they? I mean, we beat Everton, but Leeds have impressed me so much. The football they play, and I'd love to have Bielsa in charge. The way his team play, the energy, the efficiency, the creativity. It's something we only dream of. The midfield's mint. That Phillips is class in midfield. So, Bielsa is going to have Bruce's life, I'm afraid. I wouldn't be too surprised if we nicked a win, though. But no, a draw. Wouldn't be surprised if we nicked a draw. Oh, aye, Jeff Hendrick. Got to be something in Jeff Hendrick's contract. Like, got to be something in Jeff Hendrick's contract why he keeps on playing. Like, can't see the point, then, man. Someone can let him know who Bristol Roar has got. I haven't got a clue. Aye. Oh, so I was watching them back actually not long ago. Yeah, the 98-99 finals, and I was just sickening, like. being that close 2 years in a row. Because the thing that winds me up being Newcastle fan is everyone always says, when I do these TV things and link up with other fans like Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, Spurs fans, United fans, they always say, "Oh, when was the last time you won something?" And it's just, I can't even see anything. I always go back to, "Oh, well, we were in the Champions League and that not long ago." And, but like, if we had won one of those FA Cups, I mean, obviously we should have won the Premier League. At least I could have said something like, you know, it wasn't that long ago when the Premier League, even against Spurs now, and I won the league more recently than Spurs or whatever. But we're kind of saying now, as Newcastle fans come, we're kind of saying now, Champions League, by Robson. Well, they are, because I said it. If you go back to the start of the watch long, I said we'd get Arsenal away, which is mental. I'm not sure how many teams were in the draw there. What the odds on that would have been? Could have had up a few quid. That Arsenal are the FA Cup champions at the minute. The FA Cup is theirs. It's theirs. It's like Man City own the Carabao Cup. Arsenal own the FA Cup. You know, it's one of those things you can't get it off them. No matter how bad they're doing, they'll sack the manager halfway through the season. They'll struggle in the league. I mean, I'd be interested to look at Arsenal's results in the league, actually, in the build-up to the FA Cup final last year, throughout each draw. You know, shocking. But then they get the FA Cup and it's like they turn it to a different side. It's like the opposite to England in a major tournament. Arsenal are literally England in international friendlies in the FA Cup. Then it gets back to the Premier League and they're like England in the World Cup. Completely opposite teams. It's crazy. Arsenal definitely fancy their chances. They'll play a strong side, especially if they continue the way they're going on. We are actually above Arsenal, though, at the minute in the league, by one place. We're in 13th, they're in 14th. So, but will we still be in 5 weeks' time? I doubt it, I absolutely doubt it. Bristol City, you've got Portsmouth, you're still watching. Julian's one of our best players right now. I'd agree. I think he's been doing well lately. He's been adding it. What really impressed me was his link-up play with Wilson on the weekend and the way them two goals combined. He was class for the goal where he was on the side and he dinked it over the defender, played it back. His link-up play has been really good. He's been comfortable on the ball. It's just he's shooting it. He's shooting something just so weak and tame. He had a couple of chances throughout that game. And Busney got the lucky deflection and got the goal in the end. Hopefully that'll kick him on. And I would just play the same team pretty much against Villa on Friday night. Villa are playing tonight. Actually, they're about to kick off in 20 minutes. So again, there's another chance for Newcastle. They'll only have 3 days rest, just like Palace did. Then Monday to Friday, Dolly Parton sentence for Aston Villa tonight. So let's hope Grealish gets injured. Watkins, happy days. Probably will, to be fair, because Brucey got the look of Zaha being ruled out, didn't he? So heading into the weekend, I fancy we against Villa. It'll probably be a draw, but wouldn't be a bad result after beating Palace. But I'd love to beat Villa. I would. But Friday night, I think we've got to keep Jordan on the top of Wilson. We've got to. He reckons we'll lose 2-1. I think it'll be 1-1, just because of the fact they're playing tonight. And Newcastle have had a week. Brucey's had a week now, another week, Friday to Friday, to plan for this game. Watch Villa tonight. Not that he will, because remember, he didn't know who fucking Lamptey was for Brighton when he had a life. We'll play Brentford on the 22nd of December, Tuesday night. Well, it's not even, I think it's a 5:30 kickoff. It's quite early on Sky. So Tuesday the 22nd. Dwight Gale obviously picked up back in training this week. I say a way back from him as a squad player. I don't mind Gale. Sometimes he really winds up because he needs too many chances to score. But then he had a good spell after lockdown, didn't he, in the first few games? And then obviously he missed that sitter against Man City in the cup. I kind of forgive him for that. It's been winding me up, sleepless nights over that. Probably still would have went on and got beat late, but what a chance it was. But Gale, there is a way back for him, definitely. Wilson's got to keep fit first and foremost. Obviously, he just came back from a little knock. So I think Jordan and Gale could work well up top together. Carroll, if he was to come in, you could see Gale play in the cup maybe. Gale might play against Arsenal in the cup. So there is a way back for Gale in this squad, 100%. Because we're short up there, aren't we? So Gale, definitely an option as a squad player. Premier League player for me, I just don't know. I can't say it because he's just unreal in the Championship, isn't he? He's Shearer in the Championship, Riviere in the Premiership. Just doesn't do it enough. But I'm willing to give him a chance. Bring him off the bench, a couple of Premier League games, maybe give him a chance in the Cup. And like I say, I think he'd work really well playing ahead of Joe Linton. Could see a link up like we did with him and Wilson on the weekend. Just gone there against West Ham. Palace, sorry. Well, I'd rather neither, to be honest, Kenneth. But I get what you're saying. I mean, that was the risk. I think if we had got someone like the Chorley or the Marine, it's just waiting for Newcastle to be pissed, like embarrassed in the media, innit? The shock, the underdog story. I could have seen that coming. So it happened a few years ago. Was Stevenage, I think, and a couple of others with Yedden years ago when we got beat off Yedden, I think. So these teams would thrive coming up against us, and someone always gets a giant killing, don't they? So it probably would have been us. That's my formation. Like if Fraser's fit, that is my formation. It's got to be. It's got to be. You got to get Miggy in the number 10, Saint on the left, Fraser on the right, or really on either wing, Wilson up top. That's the best formation for me. Shelby and Hayden is the two, and the back four. That was the other day, really. Manquillo, Fernandez, probably Lascelles and Lewis. And then Darlow is obviously the discussion at the minute. You got to keep Darlow in for Dubravka at the minute. You can't drop Darlow when Dubravka comes back because of how well he's been playing. I'd love to see both of them come back. I think Rondon and Wilson up top would be a massive handful for everyone. I know Julian did well the other day, but what Rondon offers you. To be fair, I think Joey's quite tough. Actually, he's quite physical, and he seems to do well to hold the ball up, but Rondon, he's more of a threat in front of goal, and let's be honest. So Rondon and Wilson up top would be mint. And he's up for it as well. Rondon said he would love to come back. Jetro would love to come back. Would Jetro? I wouldn't get him cheap. We would probably get him. To be fair, they're going to persist with Jamal Lewis, no doubt about it. £15 million, a lot of money for us. They will persist with him, but Williams could take him under his wing, show him what's going on, show him how to work on his positional awareness is the main thing for me. But Williams was such a threat going forward now. He used to love cutting on his right foot and smashing one into the back of the net. So we'll see. There's definitely two good cheap signings. Is Dollar one of the ones with Rona? Oh, never. I haven't heard that. Like, is that true? Is it, or is that just a Twitter rumor? Because don't believe everything you read on Twitter, right? If Darlow's out, is the Rafka fit yet? I don't think he is he? Gillespie to come. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, is Maxi really injured? Obviously, there was a lot of talk the other day that there was dressing room unrest. Brucey has lost the dressing room and everything. It didn't look that way to me on Friday night. The players looked up for it. They looked like the cared and were playing. Maybe not so much for Bruce, anyways, to be honest. Like, but it was a lot better than what we've seen. I mean, because the question if you had asked us before the Palace game, has he lost the dressing room? 70% yes. I would have answered easy, 70-80%, because the last couple of games, especially like to St. Maximin and Lascelles and that, have looked totally short, uninterested, don't want to be there, don't care. But the fault the other day, there seemed to be good chemistry still. Brucey was giving out the bear hugs to the players after when they came off the final whistle. So I think he is injured. I think he is. Funny though, he did post a picture on Instagram the day looking absolutely pissed off. I think he was standing watching the under-23s, and he was looking like a right moody bastard. So whether there's something in that or not, who knows? But let's hope not. Well, that's a good start for you, but we lost in the 90s, didn't we? We can roll back the year. Brucey might have been there for them ones, eh? No, he's disputing it. I haven't heard that Dollar's got that. I know there's 5 or 6 players at the club or some of the backroom staff, but this is it for me because I think in 5 weeks' time everything's going to change with Arsenal. They're below us in the league right now. They're really struggling. They've got fans unrest, players unrest. Aubameyang way off form, hasn't scored since signing the contract. Lacazette awful. The defence shambles. So right now if this game was next weekend, this Saturday, I'd be a lot more optimistic. But in 5 weeks' time, also going to have players, fans back. Yeah, Partey is a player as well. He'll be back probably. He's back in January. Thomas Partey, he looked really good when they signed him. Fans are going to be back. They're obviously in London. They're obviously in the lower tier. There's going to be at least 2,000 fans there. That'll cheer them on. Not that they probably need it. Arteta could be out of a job by then. They might even have a new manager. 5 weeks' time, they might even have a new manager. They may have that new manager bounce. Definitely don't want that. Third of all, Arsenal have got the name on the FA Cup every year now. They do own the FA Cup. They always seem to do well in the FA Cup. They're the current reigning champions, so it's going to be really tough. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I miss it as well. I was thinking this the other day. It's just not the same, innit? I posted the picture on on Instagram. Over to that on the bottom. Forgot to put that on. Make sure you follow on social media. I've missed it now. I've missed putting that on. Bollocks. But I missed it. Like going to the ground massively. Like the match day, just a bit nostalgia when it's that picture I posted on Instagram while walking up to the ground and the whole match day experience. Don't take into account Brucey Ball. Just the build up after it, having a bit of crack with you lot, bumping into people. Just went in the world get back to normal, man. Yes, they did. It's class to see that. Like, to be fair, I think did it finish 2-0 when I was watching it? It was 2-0. Hostel was doing mint, to be fair, in Spain, in Lejeune there on loan. I would take Lejeune back, like, because we've had a couple of injuries at centre back. Clark's came in, done well and whatnot, but I rate Lejeune if he can get his fitness up. Whatever happens, though, I love him because of the memories we had at Everton last year too. In the last minute, I'd love to take a. I don't know if I would. Well, I have all technical about Bruce side, but I wouldn't be too excited about it, like, to be honest. Aye, the theme. Monday football, is it? Darlow for now. It's got to be called Darlow. Get a couple more questions in before I go. Can't believe how long I've been going there. 42 minutes. A couple more questions in, and then we'll call it a night. Just to recap, Newcastle got Arsenal away in the FA Cup. Darlow or Dubravka. Darlow for now. Got to be keeping his place after how well he's done coming into the side. Unbelievable, hasn't he? He's been unbelievable. He couldn't have done much more. England's number one. Gareth, are you listening? Gareth, are you watching? I know we're in these tiers, Gareth. Yeah, but you can still fucking let Carl Darlow come and join the Union squad. He's been amazing. He's been up. I can't believe how well he's done, to be fair, because I used to criticise Darlow sometimes because he used to always make us uneasy from corners. I don't think his catching was that great. I think he was prone to a silly error. But I remember talking to Keith Downey as well, actually, when I bumped into him having a few beers, and he was saying, like, he actually said in pre-season Darlow's looked class, which I then rang him and said, "Are you taking the piss?" Because I think he was in goal and conceded loads against Middlesbrough. But he's been unreal. He has, he's clearly worked a lot over lockdown and stuff on his physique, on his fitness, on everything. So for me, you've got to give Darlow his starting place until he makes one of these mistakes, until Dubravka comes in. Oh, look at what we've got. Hello, son.
Oh, yeah, how's it doing?
It's Big Gay Keg. Look, everyone.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
What do you think of that, mate? Were you listening to the stream at all?
Aye, I was listening along. Aye.
You hear that Arsenal prediction?
I missed. I think I heard that. To be fair, but what cracked me up was I seen just as you were saying your bit, as you were reading the. I've just got back from work. I'm fucking knackered. I can't even speak. As you were like doing fucking hell, get your words, son. Just as you said, it was Arsenal. As the balls were drawn, as you said, oh, it's Arsenal. I got the notification through on Twitter saying we're home to Barnsley or something. I was like, like, what the fuck's going on here? I was a little bit confused. I was thinking, like, have you getting ahead of yourself, or are the two just fucking shit?
That's what someone put in the chat. They were like, "Oh, we haven't got Arsenal, we've got Barnsley." I was like, "We definitely haven't."
I got that at the same time. Like, they said on Twitter it was Barnsley, you were saying it was Arsenal. I was like, "What the fuck, Bonjour, Nick? How's it going?"
I cannot believe I got that. I hope Sky Bet weren't doing specials because I would have been wounded about that. But I said Arsenal. Arsenal early on. I said it would be away as well. What you thoughts then? What do you think? Emirates, January 9th. Can we get through?
I don't know. It's expected. We always get fucking hard draws like this. Like,
not Bruce though. Not Bruce doesn't.
I know. But how many times have we had easy draws under Bruce and made an absolute pig's ear of it? Like, Morecambe was the only good one. Like, we struggled against Rochdale, struggled against Oxford, struggled against Newport. I heard someone say before, like, maybe it's a good thing just to get put out and concentrate on the league and stuff, which is a good point. Like, if we're going then we beat them, then we'll look mint. It'll be class forward to to cause that upset, and then hopefully we can push on and get easier teams. But if we get put out, it's not the end of the world, really. Like, I'd rather we're focused on, like, we've still got the League Cup, like, easy opportunity to get to the semi-finals. Well, not easy, but a decent opportunity to get to the semi-finals, and like, we just want to focus on the league, really. Like, I don't think trying to fight relegation, I don't think we're doing that. Like, it's not that bad, but we still want to try and push on as much as we can. Try and break top 10 if it's possible.
For me, the focus has got to turn to the League Cup now, like, because there's not going to be an easier chance than beating a high-flying Championship side in Brentford. They're going to be focusing on promotion, though. Hopefully, they keep their results going. They have to make changes, maybe, because we know there's a lot of change. There's a lot of fixtures in the Championship. You know, they're playing twice a week already. Anyways, we will be by that point as well, nearly. So we've got a fancy few chances of beating Brentford, being in the semis, one game away from a final, the first final we've been to since the 90s. That's got to be the focus, because for me, I cannot see we're getting against Arsenal. The FA Cup's Arsenal's, and they always do well in the FA Cup. The current champions. It's a tricky one because Arsenal are absolutely shocking at the minute, but looking change in the 5 weeks until the game.
Why are Arsenal so bad at the minute? Because I think the expectations were there at the start of the season. Like, they were looking good. Arteta finished the season quite well, coming into his first full year, made a few good changes, won the FA Cup. Aubameyang signed the thing.
Won the Charity Shield over Liverpool. Won the
yeah, they did.
Signed Thomas Partey, who's injured at the minute, but made some decent signings. Like, it's a strange one. Like, I was watching TV last night, and they're sick. It sounds like they're talking with Bruce. They're saying that the football's so flat, it's sideways. I cannot believe it's like that when they've got the likes of Aubameyang and that up front.
Did they say what was going on? Did they say what the problem was? Is it Arteta, or is it the players just not playing? Like, Arteta,
they're all saying Arteta out pretty much again now. They're all saying ever since he didn't include Ozil in the squad, it seemed to cause like unrest in the dressing room, and everyone's getting on Arteta's back now. Like, Arteta out, you get me? Time to go.
That was kind of understood though. Like, they just need to sell Ozil. They just need to cash in whatever they could get. 20 million. They just need to get him to fuck off. Like, he's on like 450 grand a week. He's getting paid mega money. And even when he was in the squad, he just had a weekend off every month. Like, he played like 3 games a month or something at best. And even then, he wasn't really turning up. So I'll understand leaving him out, but they should have tried to sell him, because he's still getting paid. He's still getting like we're complaining the likes of Saive and Aarons and Lazar and stuff, like, they're taking up budget, like wage budget. Fucking Ozil is probably on more than our entire squad. As well as like Aubameyang, he'll be on a fortune, like Azet. Like he's just wasting wage. Like, they should have tried to sell him, even if they got 10 million, 5 million for him. Get his wages off. If he's not going to be part of the team, get rid of him, sack him, let him go on a free. There's no point.
I don't know why they should have released his contract. No one's going to pay the
$400. No point in earning $500,000 a week when you're not playing.
Because he is going to be in and around the training ground. He's meant to be a big impact in the dressing room. He's been there years. You know what I mean? He'll be like a big figure in the dressing room, and that's not going to help having him pissed off, moaning about all the time.
I think Arteta is a bit defensive though. Like, even last season when he first came in, like, I was watching a few games and I didn't really like what I was seeing. Like, they were getting the results, but the football wasn't really great. Like, I didn't really like the 3 at the back thing. Like, I really like Kieran Tierney as a left back. Like, he's class at getting forward, wicked at sticking a cross in. Why is he playing centre back? I really didn't like that formation, mate. I don't think it gets the best out of their players.
Nah, I mean, I think they've got the likes of young Saka and that going forward, haven't they?
Nah, but they can put him on the wing or anywhere. Saka, he's quite versatile. Like, he doesn't need to play left wing back when they've got, in my opinion, Kieran Tierney is probably one of the best left backs in the league, but he's just not playing in the right position, not getting the best out of him. It's fucking pointless.
He's definitely not getting the best out of the midfield now. I mean, they've still got Xhaka's like that. Granted, Xhaka's like our fucking Jeff Hendrick now. I mean, absolute wank. Doesn't bring him out of the team. So they haven't got a great team on paper. They're struggling with the manager, but I wish the game was this weekend and not in 5 weeks, because a lot will change by then.
Hmm.
I'm going to answer some of your questions. thoughts on Matty going out on loan to Derby? That's the rumour. Matty Longstaff to Derby County in January. Wayne Rooney, the manager at Derby now, trying to get a bit of ginger Matty on the go. Good for him. If Brucey's not going to play him, I don't know why. I'd rather see Matty Longstaff start with Jeff Hendrick. Be given a chance off the bench. Can he get off the bench these days? Can he, Matty? He signed the new 2-year deal. We haven't seen now from him this season. He hasn't really had a chance to shine. So if he's not going to get played, he's a young lad. He needs game time. He needs experience. He needs to learn the professional game. So going out on loan to Derby, good experience in the Championship. They are struggling at the minute, but if Rooney can turn things around, then him playing the Championship, that's a good level for him to learn, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think Derby's a good place for him to go. He does need more experience. I think he was kind of thrown in the deep end for us. Expectations were massively on his shoulders because he had one good game, really. Started his debut brightly, became the new star. But yeah, he's still a young lad, still quite inexperienced. I think Derby probably is a good place for him to go to. I think Rooney kind of like Lampard did when he was there. He was getting Mason Mount and a couple of others. Who else did he have? He had a few of the Chelsea players, didn't he? He didn't have Abraham. But, he had quite a few youngsters on loan. Mason Mount, one of them. They were in class. It's a good learning curve. Championship is it's a step down, but it's a very good league, very competitive. So if you can go there and get some game time, I'd like it, but I would also quite like him to stay and fight for a spot because I say he's better than fucking Hendrick. Sean is a bit shit and all. So there's an opportunity there if he's if Bruce will give him one. There's a chance for him to step up.
I would like to see him stay personally if he's going to get game time, but if Bruce is going to keep on just not even put him on the bench, then it's pointless in being there. But hopefully he gets a chance, and maybe Arsenal in the cup would be that chance.
He lost his spot to Bentleb and all.
Yeah?
He lost his spot to Bentleb in January and all.
Yeah, well, now he wanted to leave when he seen that couldn't play.
I know.
How many goals can Wilson get this season? Well, he's already on 7, isn't he? 7?
Yeah, he was raging last season because he only scored 8 all season. He's got 7 now before December.
Got to hope that he can reach 20 for me then. He's got plenty of games to do it. It only takes one good game against Fulham or something, get a hat-trick or something. He's well on his way to double figures and that. So I'd say anything above 15 would be an amazing outcome for him. £20 million, more than 15 goals. Let me know when the last time a striker for Newcastle got more than 15 goals in a season.
Yeah. You always want the top striker should be looking to get 20 goals, but it's a big ask in the Premier League. It's not often people get a lot over 20 at the minute. I think there was a few last season on 22. But for Newcastle, when we were looking at bringing a striker in, I was hoping to get someone who could score at least 10, pushing 15. If we can get north of 15, great. Wilson, you'll definitely get north of 10, so I'll be happy with that. If you can push on and get in between the 15-20 mark, unbelievable. Money well spent.
Absolutely. Right, I've been going nearly an hour now, so I think we'll call that a day unless there's something you want to crack on about. If anyone's got any more questions.
I'm just getting back. I've got to have me fucking tea in that. I'm getting a late return.
Good day away, was it?
That was good, really enjoyed it.
Happy Monday, yeah?
I fucking love Mondays, me.
Well, it's a Monday that's rounded off for Newcastle being drawn away to Arsenal in the FA Cup. Round 3, tough start for the Magpies coming up against the Gooners. Struggling Arsenal at the minute, but let's see where they're at on January the 9th. Cheers for watching, everyone. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourself. Oh, to me, that's got to end at